this show is so beautiful. I watched it and didn't want a boyfriend. I was like, I only want my friends. Do you know what I mean?
Right, because
Whereas,
you're
like,
like
you
the
watch-
power of friendship.
Whereas even girls, you're like, oh, like, I kind of want an Adam Driver type figure in my life. But this, you're like, I only want Abby. I you know what I mean? I want my girl.
4 and 3 and 2 and 1.
Welcome back to Girls Rewatch, a podcast about girls,
TV
and girls on TV. I'm Amelia Retaller.
And I'm Evan Lazarus. And today we are doing season 4, episode 4, Mushrooms.
of Broad City.
Oh my God. I hate to say this again, but iconic episode.
Iconic episode.
Something that's really this episode triggered in me is Alana Glazer recently on the Webby's red carpet. They were talking to her about TikTok and the landscape of social media. She says we've all spent so much time looking at our phones that those have formed the memories in our minds, so it takes the place of real memories, so no one has truly any memories of reality anymore.
Absolutely, which ties back to what I posted on my meme page at That's Girl Church, which is, I'm pulling it up.
See, it's a memory of
it's
of a social media post.
It's just memes. Well, no, actually, they're digital timestamps which form the collective subconscious, but I shouldn't have to explain that to you. It's
But
like,
again, there are just memes.
yeah, but they also form our subconscious mind.
Yes, I know.
Kind of what
I know,
Alana
and I
Glazer
do
was
forget
saying.
that. No, but she meant it as a negative.
And I mean it as a positive
I know.
because, honey, we're tapped into the Matrix. Let's lean in. The Matrix. I need to do like
A vocal warm-up.
vocal warm up. Do you know Sharpay's Evan's baby
No, I do it
calls
all
her
the time.
Sharpay's mom?
Oh my God,
Are you
really?
seeing this? Whenever I open Facebook, it's every article from like a fake news source. But basically, like Ashley Tisdale was like, my toddler keeps screaming out in Target, I'm Sharpay's baby. Which is beautiful.
I would do that too.
I know.
I do that. I go, I'm Tracy Lazarus's baby.
Wait, you just got back from home literally 10 minutes ago?
10 minutes ago.
How was it?
10 a.m. pod. Beautiful and wonderful.
Did you barbecue for Labor Day, Memorial Day?
No, my parents barbecued and I went for a 6-hour hike where I listened to a whole audiobook.
Oh, which one?
Slow Days, Fast Company by Eve Babbitt.
What did you learn?
She's such a wonderful
Do
writer.
you need to unplug? Is that what the takeaway was?
No, because Eve isn't about unplugging.
Oh.
She's really so much about being at she's always being like at a phonetic party, but ultimately being an observer who's melancholy about being there.
Oh, that's Lena Dunham.
It's very Lena Dunham.
I love
she's very
that.
observant. But the thing about Eve Babbitt is she's kind of Joan Didion, who, if she was drunk, is kind of the best way to describe her.
I need to check that out.
Yeah, you would love her.
I'm really getting back into alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. Joan Didion's for when you're doing your like January sober month.
Yeah, that's for dry January. But Eve Babbitt's
Eve Babbitt's for the summer.
For Pride Month.
It's for Pride Month.
Yeah. I did
well, 'cause
mushrooms.
she has a gay boyfriend in the book too.
Oh, she's living
She
my.
has
How's it
everything.
feel to live my dream,
I know.
Eve?
Eve is awesome.
I did mushroom chocolates on Saturday to prepare for this episode.
Oh, you did?
And honey, I tripped.
You did?
And also, my roommate that moved back to New Jersey but came back to sell her belongings was there selling stuff on Facebook Marketplace while I was fully tripping. And I was like, this is all too much.
What did she sell?
All of her belongings.
Wait, so there's strangers in your apartment?
Yeah.
And you're just high?
Yeah. With friend of the pod, Esther. It was really overwhelming.
Right, because they say you should really only trip with your friends in a secure setting. So for strangers to be bombarding your apartment trying to move mattresses and dressers, I think that would really send me into a spiral.
There
A
was,
standing desk to be leaving from 2 people you've never met before?
No, it was tough.
It's tough.
Me and Esther were at one point, we're like, we need to go to the comfort of the dark room. Anyways, we are so excited for our guest today. Cross Dissolve, joining us on the couch today, the one and only Owen Thiele.
Hi! Oh my
Hi,
God,
guys.
this is a long time.
This is a long time coming.
We're so excited to have
Thank God
you.
you're
so
here.
much for having me.
We
guys.
just recorded an FX Adults promo and talked about you in it.
Wait, and what did you say?
We said
We shouted you out.
we shouted you out. We
You said I'm coming on the pod.
we said we love when he's in a show. He's so funny
Thank you so much.
because you pop into every show.
I pop thing in there.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Well, the last few years I've been like just doing one scene here, doing one scene there.
Right, which is
Trying to
cool.
do-
It pays the bills.
Trying to make $1.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It pays the bills.
Our intern just made a mind map of every single TV show meant for 20 somethings. 86 ended up on there.
Girl, you made it.
You made
Wait,
it.
86 ended up on there?
It's so
That's
good.
amazing.
86.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
that was
it's really-
Kazi and Elisa's genius. I had nothing to do with it other than act in it. But it's genius. Give yourself credit. Hey, no, I wrote the whole entire thing. No, I'm joking.
Wait, so we're gonna do a quick synopsis of the episode, and then we're gonna ask you about you.
Amazing.
Okay, are we ready for this refresh?
Yeah.
Please.
Season 4, Episode 4, Mushrooms, directed by Nicholas Jasanovic, written by Abby Jacobson, animation by Mike Perry. He won an Emmy for Outstanding Motion Design on this episode. Let's go.
Wow.
Here we go. Abby and Alana list off different mushrooms as they prepare a yogurt-based shroom concoction to set off their trip. As they check again if the other is feeling it yet, Abby and Alana pack the trip bag. The mushrooms hit and the animation begins. They walk through the city voicing epiphanies about motherhood, sexuality, bras, and how love is cool, with the wisdom granted by the shrooms. Then they encounter a microcosm of a whole trip, a tunnel, and scared but holding hands, they get through it. Reality intrudes when Abby's phone, which she mistakes for her vibrator, rings, and Dara, her boss Wanda Sykes, asks her to deliver 100 macaroons. How do you say that word?
No, you got it.
Macaroons
It's for the reader
to her
interpret.
house. Scared at first, they decide that this is a mission of love, and they together go to the patisserie
No, you got it. Hey.
Hey,
Hey, 7
stay
years of
strong,
friends.
okay?
and pick up the macaroons. Abby speaks no French because she only took it for 7 years, but Alana hits the au revoir hard on her way out. At Dara's, Alana gets hit on by a couple who saw her from across the room and loved her vibe. Meanwhile, Abby gets some encouragement from Dara about more creative work opportunities. Their dose of reality is so far sobers them up, so they blaze to avoid the come down. They go their separate disastrous ways as Abby shuts herself into Dara's office, and Alana finds herself dry as a desert while attempting a threesome as she keeps getting distracted by hallucinations of animated Lincoln. Dara comes and finds Abby and reassures her that this too shall pass, but her empathy is short-lived when she discovers that Abby accidentally closed the door and killed her cat. The next day, Alana smokes a bowl, then deep stalks and unfollows Lincoln with Abby by her side. Love is cool until it isn't.
And that's what you missed on Glee.
Who wrote that?
Our new intern, that's amazing.
I'm sorry. That was unbelievable. Do you think she put in the episode to ChatGPT?
No, I think
We've
this
done
girl.
that before. It's much worse than
Yeah,
this.
we do
Love
that.
is cool
It's
until it
wonderful.
isn't. Okay.
No,
Look,
she's a
well,
writer.
she went to
She's a
NYU.
seasoned-
You
okay.
can tell. It comes through.
Yeah.
She's a seasoned writer.
One of the categories she wrote is love is cool. So don't worry, we'll have time to dive into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. I was nervous we were skipping over it too fast.
First,
First?
we must know for
Yeah.
the people at home who are like, who is this character?
Yeah.
What is your deal?
You guys, what is my deal? I have
So
gum in
okay,
my
so
mouth. I
whoever
shouldn't
you
have
are, and then like, how did you find Broad City?
it. Wait, how did I find it?
Yeah, like where were you?
I was gay as hell, living in LA, wishing I was in New York.
But you were being straight? No.
No, I wasn't.
Wait,
being
you had to
straight.
listen to the first part of the sentence, Amelia.
I was gay as hell. I
Gay as
said.
hell.
Yeah, but sometimes people are gay as hell. But
And in the closet.
yeah.
No,
Shout out
overcompensating.
overcompensating.
Have you heard of that show? It's new.
So yeah. Shout out to Benny. Thank you for casting me. So I was gay as hell, living in LA with my parents. And there was no good TV that reflected who I was as
Yeah.
a human. It's also older than me a little. It came before. I feel like isn't it a little more millennial than us?
Yeah.
Yes.
When did it come out?
It came out in 2014.
Look at that. So it's a little more millennial than us, but it really I felt reflected. I felt seen by it.
Right.
You
Millennials
know?
aren't so different.
And I
No,
feel
yeah.
like Alana's whole journey through the series, she's like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do, and Abby has this goal of becoming a trainer that obviously fails horribly, miserably. But Alana's journey I connected to so much because she was like, I am a star. I just don't know what that means yet.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, wait, that's me.
When people push you on it, you're like, no, but you don't understand. It's abstract.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stardom is abstract.
Yeah.
No, I felt very connected to the show. I still do.
That's
I've been
beautiful.
rewatching it throughout my life.
You have to.
2020, I rewatched the whole thing. 2022, I rewatched it.
Oh my
amazing.
god. On Paramount Plus, I hope, because Hulu with
course.
ads.
No,
Wait,
I watched
sorry,
it
I can't
Hulu.
say that.
I watched it Hulu.
Yeah.
And it's
Hulu's
fine to
amazing.
have Hulu with ads. And you
I
can
love
say that.
Hulu.
Sometimes the ads are the best part.
Wait, and also our intern said that you have a show in the works with Miss Alana herself, and Susie Essman might be your mother. Is that real?
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah,
yet?
yeah. So I sold a show to Amazon in 1922.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it started. No, I sold it about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, and we've just been developing it. But Alana is my fairy godmother of the process
Oh my god.
of the show. She's executive producing it, and she will hopefully, knock on wood, star in it with me. And Susie Essman is attached to play my mom.
Oh
And it's about
my
me
God.
growing up in an
Incredible.
all-white family, being adopted by white Jews, which is my real life.
Well, you can only have Susie Essman play that role, of
Oh
course.
my god.
When I was writing it, I was like, okay, my mother is nothing like Susie Essman,
Right.
but only Susie Essman can play this role.
Right.
Well, do you want it
It'd
to be funny or
rude.
not?
I'm sorry,
Right.
exactly.
Do you want it to
exactly. Do you want it
work?
to succeed or no? So I did cast Susie.
Wow.
Yeah,
well, we
so
can't
cool.
wait for that.
Well,
You should do
Hopefully it
lesbian
happens.
moms and have them kind of attached.
That's so hot.
I know.
That would be cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of talented Jewish older women
There
who would be
are.
chomping at the bit to be lesbians.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, all Jewish women are kind of chomping at the bit to be lesbians. My mom included. Mom.
Oh,
I
have a
say to my
story
mom
for
every
you.
day, I'm like,
Come
Try
on.
it.
You're
Eat
gay.
box.
totally.
Come
I go, you're
on.
gay. She's like, you know what? She goes, in a different generation. She goes, if I had grown up now, I might be there then. I said, that's saying something.
Oh my God. Something kind of funny. Guest before you on this pod. I don't want to say too much, but like someone he is seeing right now, his mother is dating someone who's essentially the basis of, what's Big Mouth, where she's a lesbian. What's the Candace Diane?
Yeah.
Cantor Diane.
Yes. Yes.
So it's actually based off the relationship of our friend's new boyfriend's mother.
Whoa.
Friend's new boyfriend's mother.
Yes.
No,
This is
and
crazy.
people better be
Beautiful.
listening good today. Okay.
Yeah. There's A to Z's
I almost
here.
like Countess Diane. Like, okay, well, I'm actually in a weird mood this morning,
No,
and I'm
and-
gonna crack back in.
No, but now you're back. Now you're
I'm back.
But now you're back. Oh, Evan's so back.
I am so bad.
Now you're back.
Oh my
Now you're
god, does the show have a name now?
back. My show?
Yeah.
It's called Off Color.
Okay.
Oh, good name.
Can't wait.
Thanks.
It says a lot without saying too much.
Thank you so. Well, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
No, I really didn't know what I wanted to call it because Blackish was taken. So,
Right.
So I kind of was like, fuck, I need a
You're
ish
texting
kind-
Tracy like,
Jewish.
hey, that was really rude that you stole
Yeah,
that from
yeah,
me.
exactly. Kenya Barris and I in a full fight. No, so I called it Off Color, which is similar to Blackish, but it doesn't have an ish.
No.
No, I
What
love
was the
it.
second show called?
Grownish.
Grownish.
And then Mixedish.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my
I didn't know
God.
about mixed
Mixedish is iconic because it's like, that's not a word. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
No, they were like, we can't even pretend.
Right, yeah. It's like, what is that kind of? It's genius. I love it.
I love it.
honestly loved Mixedish.
Well, sometimes marketing does go too far.
Of course.
But I'm sure it worked Mixedish. How many seasons did it get?
7.
of course.
Like every show.
Every Kenya Barris show gets 7 seasons. Love. No, it got 1.
Okay, perfect.
Okay,
Perfect.
that's
Maybe
good.
2. Maybe
we'll
2.
rewatch it next, of
Yeah,
course.
that'll
We'll
be
go
our
back in.
next one.
Come
Just
on.
a quickie.
Well, you have to dive in. You have to dive into the character arcs.
Okay, we have a question to ask you,
Yes.
Owen. We ask every guest this.
Yeah.
Girl, what girl are you?
I'm obviously Alana. I have to be
Yeah,
Alana.
you have to be
Right.
legally.
No, but also I'm not. I'm like, let's do everything and let's do it at 100% and let's be mentally ill about it.
Yeah.
And that's Alana.
I love it. I feel like Alana's always on her laptop in her bed. Is that true about you?
I'm always in bed. I sleep 2 hours a night. It's a thing that you should know
Wow.
about me.
That's so unsteady. That's not
What
are you
sustainable.
Thank you. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I just can't sleep. I
Are
just
you
can't
like
sleep.
are you watching TV or are you just like,
No, I'm like pacing, calling people in London.
Okay. You
No,
should
I've had to make friends over the years in different countries. This is true because
just so you have time to
So
talk to touch base.
yeah. So I don't get bored. And now I have a boyfriend, and we sleep in the same bed. Okay, don't tell my mom.
Oh my god, that's illegal.
I know. I'm boundaryless. And he sleeps like 8 hours a night, which I think is just total pig.
Yeah,
I think
of
he's a pig for
course.
that. I think it's
8?
piggish. Yeah.
8's a little much.
8's disgusting. I go, what are you, 5?
Bro.
No, literally grow up.
But wait, just take 2 magnesium glycinate pills and that'll change it.
No.
I know it'll fix it.
Can I tell you something? No, because I fight through anesthesia. When I got my wisdom teeth out,
No.
I'm
I
up.
think that makes
You said
even
I
I
wanna
go,
be
what's
here
going
for
on
it."
here? They're pulling out a tooth. It's hurting. Seriously.
That is brutal.
It's horrible.
Oh
It's
my
really
God.
horrible. So, but I feel like Alana doesn't sleep either. Alana is in bed a lot though.
Yeah.
She's constantly, me and Alana have this in common, reclining.
right.
She's constantly
It's always
reclining.
Passover. It's always Passover.
It's always Passover. Always.
Well,
It's part of it.
It's part of it.
Girl, what girl are you this episode?
That's an amazing question, and of course, I always remember to think about it before the episode. I think this episode I would be Alana.
Of course.
I do think I would enter a three-way situation that's so excited and never actually participated. We need so much time in the bathroom to get ready for it.
Yeah.
Have you ever have been in a threesome? Either of you?
No.
I've gone in close 4 times. So
Wait,
I've been in
three? You've done a threesome almost 4 times.
Yes, correct.
I hate threesomes.
I would be terrible at that. I
I've
can't
had
even do
2.
one-on-one. Like,
Oh, same.
What do you
My
mean
one-on-one is
3?
absolutely horrible.
No.
Ask my boyfriend. He's constantly wanting it to stop.
No.
He's constantly asking it to end. I had a threesome with my boyfriend and this random man, and my boyfriend got so into it, and watching him get into it, I was like, not for me. I don't like that. I don't like when people get overly excited. So I said, ew. And I went to the bathroom and did my skincare.
Yeah, that's so important.
I did a snail mask.
Oh, if that's what a threesome is, and I've done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, skincare.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. Like, two people are hooking up, but you're doing skin.
Right. Absolutely.
That's what threesome
That's
is
what
to me.
threesome
I've had
Yes.
so many friends walk into me while I'm having sex, and I feel like that has to count for something.
That you have? They've
And
walked
I'm having
in?
conversations with them
Wait, really?
What?
in an upsetting way. Some of my friends don't have boundaries, as we all know.
By the way, I don't have any boundaries. I literally don't have one boundary.
Not
I don't even know what.
one.
No, I don't know what that means. Which is why I'm kind of Alana. I don't have one
Yeah.
boundary.
Really?
Yeah,
Wait,
because you know what? Abby is like, Alana, stop it. But Alana's like, let me in. Please come in, Abby.
I feel like
Exactly.
boundaries are just overrated at this point.
But-
Well, do you want to have pure friendship with someone or not?
Totally. Do you want to know
Totally.
someone?
Exactly.
Then I
God
need to know
forbid.
every single thing about you. I want you naked right now. Here.
You're kind of the relationship of Abby and Alana then.
Thank you.
Right, because they have no boundaries. And
Yes.
it becomes apparent as the show goes on.
Totally. And it gets sicker and sicker and sicker.
And they start to get aware of it, and they're like, this has to stop.
Well, that's what I noticed was so beautiful and fun about this episode is a lot of the lines that Alana was saying was so meta. It was
Yeah.
so like, she was like, we should really have a television show. When they were high, I was like, whoa, it's crazy.
No, they're having fun.
They're
I
having
like when a
fun.
show can become referential like
Same,
that.
it's great.
Right, but
It's
you can
great.
only do that in season 4.
Totally. Well,
Right.
Lena Dunham did it in season 1. V of the G, voice of the generation.
Voice of Jen.
Voice of Jen, some might say.
V of G.
V of G.
FX quote.
FX is adults.
FX adults quote.
Making fun of Lena Dunham, but not fun. Poking fun at.
Honoring.
Honoring. Well, some would say honoring. Me being like, and completely annihilating. You're like, honoring. No.
Honoring that.
Lena Dunham is a genius, obviously.
No, she's really smart.
Yeah, I've never heard Voice of a Generation as an acronym before though.
V of a G.
V of a G, but I kind of loved. It's kind of that would be the merch for the show.
Totally. V of your G.
V of the G.
It also sounds like sexual in a good
I know.
way.
I was gonna say that's gonna be beautiful. Okay, Amelia, girl, what girl are you?
I am Abby this week because
Whoa.
I am ultimately always having to upload or send an email for work while truly on a drug. Like,
Wait, tell me about this journey for you.
so I work in podcasting full time, and sometimes a drag queen will email me at 2 a.m. and I'm on kind of 3 different things, and I'm gonna have to upload like that ad real quick. So the way I've like been on a computer, like being like, okay, you can do this, like find the ad locator,
That is so funny.
insert it, and then it's like I'm typing an email to like their manager being like, this is working best, Amelia, like with all the focus in the world.
That's amazing.
I love it. So I really connected with her having to get
I know. I
macaroons.
took Adderall right before this. I'm like, oh, actually, I'm experiencing this podcast completely different than I usually, and it's kind of my drug of choice.
That is your drug of choice.
Yeah.
How many milligrams?
Just 10, so it's almost.
Oh my
nothing.
God, child's play. I was on 80 growing up.
80.
So that-
Congratulations.
That is so. No
Extended
wonder you don't
release.
sleep.
Thank you. My heart stopped.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I was on a lot. I'm really like ADD,
That's cool.
80 milligrams.
but slow acting.
Right, I was gonna say extended
XR.
release. Okay, gorge.
Can you
All at
imagine
once.
fast acting? Okay.
9 a.m. every day. You're
me seven, like actually tweaking out.
the
They've never
spelling
seen
test
something
in
like it?
school. You're like, y'all don't even know. I'm levitating right now.
Getting every answer wrong, of course.
But so enthusiastically.
Yeah,
and that's all
exactly.
that
But my hand
matters.
keeps going up.
That's all that counts. Guys, we're going to cut to our first break, but when we get back, we're getting into the broad and the butter. And we're back from the break. Owen, oh my God.
my
Wait, did you say
God.
the brag?
The break.
The break.
Sorry.
No, I love that. I thought
No.
maybe that was like a segment.
You have glitter on your face, by the way. Was it
Wait,
because
what's
Good Morning
so-
America they were throwing glitter at you?
They
They're so
attacked me.
excited.
They go, "You're gay," and they're throwing glitter at me. They go, "It's Pride. It's almost Pride."
Michael
Strahan, yeah, with glitter in his hand, being like, "I guess I'll throw it on the gay guy." No, it was amazing. I love Good Morning America
Yeah.
because
I'm
I
glad
said
they're doing
good
prop
morning
comedy
to
now.
America. Wait, what?
I'm glad they're doing prop comedy now.
Of course,
They had to work up to it.
They really had to work up to it. We did an improv set, me and Michael.
No way.
was really
Oh
beautiful.
my god, I bet it was an amazing tap
It
out.
was, it
Yeah.
was.
When do all the cast members and adults know how to do improv?
Yeah.
You guys should do a set.
I would say Lucy's the most serious actress of
Right.
Billy. She's the most serious actress. Juilliard. Okay, Juilliard trained. We roll our eyes, but we also are intrigued. And we're also
Right.
jealous.
You're like, and I went to school for a week,
Literally
so
2
I know
weeks.
things.
2 weeks. I was like, I went to NYU for 2 weeks and I dropped out because Tish was too hard for me. Meanwhile, she's Juilliard finished. I so jealous. She's
and it really
the-
shows, I
and
have
it
to
really
say.
shows. She knows improv obviously, but she's more classically trained. But you can dip into improv when
Come
you're
on.
classically trained.
They have improv for serious actors.
Totally.
They do. It's literally called that.
Yeah.
Frances McDormand did it.
I saw her on the train once and said, I think I'm going to be okay.
She's unbelievable.
Like, she had a clip in her hair and boots so crazy. And I was like, you know what? Like, whatever I'm going through, I'm going to get through it.
She's so cool.
No, she is.
Well, I think every New Yorker, when they're at their lowest, they get to see Frances McDormand.
Yeah.
And she keeps them in
Totally.
the city.
One time I was about to kill myself, but then I was at Cha Cha Matcha and Amy Sedaris walked by and I said, you know what?
I'm fine now.
Let's lock in. Let's lock in.
Were you gonna kill yourself because you were at Cha Cha Matcha?
No, because she saw Amy Sedaris. Sorry, she told the
Um,
story a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you killed yourself after Amy Sedaris.
Yes.
I hear you now.
This is my second time here. Okay, this episode, mushrooms. Are mushrooms a part of your story?
Can I be honest? No.
That's okay.
Oh, this is so awkward. Cut the cameras.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. No, mushrooms aren't a part of who I am as a person.
You've never done them?
No. Well, I had this. No, sort of. I was given. I was like 15 at Coachella with my dad, and my best friend was also with me. He was like,
Okay.
Oh, so you
she-
do have an improv background. Okay, that's beautiful. It's showing.
and thank you so
There's
much.
a lot of yes ands.
Yes, exactly. I was yes anding a lot.
Your dad takes you to Coachella and lets you bring a friend.
Every year,
That's so fun.
still to this day, I still go with my dad.
That's so fun.
We're at like Flume together. It's really weird. It's really weird to watch. Anyways, me and my friend were there. She got like this shrooms bar from her hairstylist, who just had given her a gorgeous blonde. She's a fake blonde, obviously, so the roots needed a touch up. And the hairstylist goes, "Here, take this bar to Coachella." She took it, and I ate the entire thing. She's 5'1", so she goes, "I'm gonna take a swear. You have the rest of it, like the rest of the bar." And then I went completely crazy.
Yeah, 3.25 grams is going to be too much for you.
Yeah. So I kind of had this experience at Coachella. Everyone was green. This is true. I was like, Alphaba? I was like, why is Wicked's come out already? It was 2012. It was a crazy experience.
Wow. I can't imagine doing... I prepared for this episode by doing shrooms this Saturday.
Oh, thanks.
And yeah, of course. I did my homework.
Thank you.
But I can't... I went to the park and it was too much. And
What park do you... Central?
McCarran.
Tell me about this park.
You
Have
don't
you
know about
been?
McCarran. It's like Silver Lake for Brooklyn.
Wait, should we go?
Yeah.
We should go
Are there
after
hot people there?
this. They're
Yes.
so hot.
Wait, I love that you hold the mic like this. That's how you're supposed to hold it, huh?
Well, we should have like, oh my god.
Okay, you have no teeth. Okay, I completely hit you in your
I'm
teeth.
bleeding. No, it's like 20, it's a Greenpoint, and everybody who's like 32 and works in tech goes there with their like kid.
That's so hot.
Yeah.
It's really,
like,
there's a track there too.
That's really
if
hot.
you want to see like really expensive athleisure, go there. But anyways, it was too overwhelming. When I do shrooms, I
Go
need to kind of...
anywhere, Brooklyn girl.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's not true.
That's
really?
not true. No. Sorry. Thank you.
No,
You called
like I'm
me
gonna.
in.
I have to clock you on that. I come on. Athleisure's not everywhere.
It's in a lot of places you wouldn't even expect anymore.
Really?
Yeah. It's.
Can I tell you something?
Uh-huh.
I saw this girl. Okay, humble brag. I went to Nobu the other day. I went to
Brag.
Nobu. Okay, I'm always bragging. I went to Nobu for my friend's birthday. By the way, we all had to split the bill. Okay, that's insane. don't invite me to Nobu and make me split the bill. That's
It's
insane.
awful.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
That's the story. Keep going. No. So I went with her, and this girl walked in athleisure in Lululemons
The
and a
birthday
zip up.
girl?
No, this friend of
Was it the BBL jacket?
What's that?
That one, it's like, it has a hair tie right at the end. It's like really thin.
Yeah.
It's like all the moms wear it.
Yeah, it was that. And pants and big like chunky socks and Converse. And I was like, this is the weirdest.
Converse?
Wasn't
It was
this so
confusing at
weird?
every turn.
What happened to Nobu?
What happened to Nobu? At
That's
Nobu.
not the Nobu I remember.
Thank you.
That's
thank you. And then I had to
awful.
pay for it while looking at this girl. It's like, no. You'll pay for it.
Oh,
the
she
girl
was at your table?
Yes, I'm talking shit about her. She's at my table. She's a dear friend.
Wow.
I met her that day, but I'm really close with her. No, she was wearing something that really struck a chord in me.
It's just like, I understand. That's an upsetting thing to witness. Because you think it's someone's birthday, it's celebratory.
Totally.
And for someone to show up in an outfit like that.
Thank you.
If it's Nobu, I'm thinking about there's an Aeropostale next door. And Anthropology next door.
An
I misspoke.
Aeropostale?
Is it the Fide one?
No, this was in LA. But
Oh,
but
okay.
but yes, there's something.
There's an Anthropology next to every Nobu. They did a deal.
Of course.
Yeah, she'll
They
be
did
fine.
There's one in
Deal.
Malibu and Anthropology. You have to
It's
travel
like
really far for
Dunkin'
it.
and Baskin Robbins.
Yes.
Do you love that
Yes.
Dunkin's now called Dunkin'?
I remember when they dropped the donuts and I said, okay, coffee is sweeping the nation. Like they need to like get on board. That was smart on their part. And now like every gay guy
still
gets a cold
donut
brew every
forward,
day.
though.
Like,
It's crazy.
yeah,
No,
it's
but
good.
don't you? It's like I hate when we mess with something so classic.
No.
Dunkin'
It's like Abby,
Donuts.
it'd just be Abby without Alana.
Well, do you guys know about Johnny Carino's and how it's now called Carino's? Because that rocked
we
my
both don't know what
world.
Johnny Carino's
My
is.
love, what are you talking about?
Girl.
I'm from Texas. It's
Where? I'm
different.
from Houston.
Oh my God, I'm from Austin.
Sisters, I was born there and then I left the day after I was born.
Oh, so
Never been back.
You've
But
never been back?
No, but I identify as Southern.
I just think if
it
you went there,
reads.
you would understand it quickly.
Don't you think I'm polite?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're
well,
so
then
dressed
Just
up.
don't flash back to the story 10 seconds ago.
No, okay.
No one do that.
Okay, our intern said we had to talk about
What?
how animation allows Broad City to do what only Broad City can.
I
Wait,
watched it.
that's
No,
actually
that's
stunning.
a great point.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah. It's the whole point of the pod.
And maybe can I tell you guys something? Cut the cameras and turn the mics off. I don't love animation. Okay, and what do you
No,
mean by that?
Thank God you're here because, well, keep going.
I struggle with it.
I've always struggled with
I've
it.
always struggled with it. That being said, first of all, this episode, suddenly I love animation. Second of all, no, I'm like, oh, animation is just animated people talking. Genius. I'm like, this is a genius art form. Second of all, I really have dove into Big Mouth recently because I'm working with Nick Kroll on adults. Genius. Why has nobody opened my eyes to animation? I used to think it was like kind of depressing.
No,
Like you
I
watch
think
it in
Right.
bed
when I
you're
was
depressed.
a child, I was like, why would I watch a show that's fake? Like, there's real people out there that I need to learn about.
Totally.
And it's like I was like 7 being like, I'm only going to watch Barney because what the fuck is Arthur?
100%. Except I actually loved I loved Barney. You're right.
Yeah.
Barney was real. It was a real dinosaur.
Right.
And I watched it when Selena and Demi were on. Like, those are
Who
my
didn't?
Those are my girls.
I still, by the
What
way,
else could you
I
watch?
rewatched that. That's my rewatch
That's
of
your
the week.
rewatch.
Yeah, sorry. Starting that pod.
LOL.
Barney rewatch.
Someone should.
Unwell.
Well, Alex Cooper's
of
backing
course,
it.
right.
Barney's rewatch. She's backing it. She's actually co-hosting. Okay, wait. What is this question?
No, it's a crazy
No.
question, of course. I'm watching this episode. I'm thinking it's Tuca and Birdie the whole time, which is an animated show you probably
Tuki
don't
and
care about.
Birdie. Oh, people are gonna love that you brought that up.
Right, because that, if you watch it, it's very like a spiritual successor to Broad City because it's like two eccentric girls, one being a more Lana type, one being more Abby type.
But they're birds, so
but
it's
they're
like I
birds.
didn't never watch it.
And they live in
obviously.
Birdtown, of course.
What is it called?
Tuca and Birdie.
Oh, Tuca and Birdie.
Ali
I've heard of
Wong.
this. Everyone loves it.
It's fantastic. Well, it got 3 seasons. That says a lot in this climate.
In this climate, to get
Come
3
on.
seasons, we're lucky to get 1.
I know.
Do you
We're lucky to
guys
see the
think-
air.
Do you guys think love is cool? Like that was kind of the message
Oh,
of this episode. I was wondering.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Me, boyfriend of 10 years.
10
it's-
years?
Yeah.
A
So
decade.
18.
That's crazy.
Wait, did you just celebrate a decade?
Not quite. It's in November.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Maybe he'll
Who
propose.
is your boyfriend?
His name is Jared Elner.
Oh my God. I thought that he was dating Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
And then somebody had to be like, that's not the truth.
Sort of is the truth. He's her stylist.
Well, the 3-way, you gotta leave them alone to do skincare.
Well, and so breaking news, I did have a 3-way with Sabrina Carpenter. No, he is
Whoa.
always beautifully touching her because he's her stylist.
So I was right.
So you're right in a way.
In a
No, it's a
way.
gay guy and a straight girl's beautiful relationship that they
10
have.
years is so cool.
10 years. What do you think about that?
It's almost like it's so shocking I can't even comprehend it.
Does it make it
I-
tough to play TV characters that are dating? Like random
You play
people?
chronically single characters.
Thank you. Well, you haven't seen the end of Adults.
Oh, no, I haven't.
No, I've
You don't
only
know what
seen 1 through
happens.
4.
Oh, you really don't know what happens.
I'm
When does this come out?
next Tuesday.
Can't spoil it.
Okay, fuck.
But fun.
Oh, please.
But it's fun. There's some fun. There's 2 people in the house.
Oh my God.
Have. Well, now I'm spoiling it. There's
You
a
don't have to say it,
there's
it's okay.
some love. There's some love in the house.
There's always been love in that
No.
house.
There's-
That's
well,
a
there's-
pair
Wait.
from
Come
one.
on.
That's a
Come
house of
on.
love.
You see it and you go, well, there's love in the house. You didn't think there'd be
who's-
sex in the house, but there is.
Who's the guy with first name and last name always said?
Paul Baker?
It's you and Paul Baker, isn't it?
You'll see. You'll have to watch. He's so
well,
hot.
that's the only other guy in the house.
no, there's Malik too.
But it's not that.
That'd be it. Just you would bring up the drama as well if it was him.
Totally.
Right.
Totally.
Adults is so cute when the storylines are the same ones that have been on Broad City, but they're Gen
Totally.
Z's version. I'm like,
Like
yes,
the
you
like
guys!
the what is it called?
It's your show, girl.
Find my friends. the what is that?
The
But what's
Find
that
Mine, the
called?
air
The air
tag.
tag.
the air
That's-
tag of it all.
That's a Broad City referential in a beautiful way.
Absolutely.
the being crazy at a job and then having to get fired for that. I don't know.
That
if I
is
can say
so
that,
so both Alana and Abby, honestly.
Absolutely.
Wait, Love is Cool is funny because this show is so beautiful in that I watched it and didn't want a boyfriend. I was like, I only want my friends. Do you know what I mean?
but- right? Because
Whereas,
you're
like,
like
you
the
watch-
power of friendship.
Whereas even girls, you're like, oh, like I kind of want an Adam Driver type figure in my life. But this, you're like, I only want Abby. You know what I mean? I want my girl.
You want your girl.
change your
Oh, my
tune so
girl.
quickly though, because I'm doing the math. This show came out a year later. You got a boyfriend.
Yeah. So I did watch it and think, I
So
want a
it-
girl. I want my best friend. And then ultimately I forgot about it 1 second later.
Well,
Totally.
intelligent
Got a
people
boyfriend.
always change their mind,
That's
and
so
you're allowed
true.
to.
Thank you. That's
God
what
forbid.
Einstein said.
Einstein
said
that?
change your mind.
It's a theory of relativity.
Indecisiveness is key. No, Alana and Lincoln. I'm
What-
reading your notes.
Yeah, literally get into it.
Alana and Lincoln. What do you think of Lincoln? I love him.
Of course, he's the most. Well,
But
we're always saying
I don't
that.
believe he's real because I've never met someone kind
Totally.
like that.
You think it's part of Alana's imagination, or you're just like you just can't?
If we got a season 6 of Broad City and Lincoln was a figment, I'd be like, of course. That makes so much sense.
I am obsessed with her and with him and Alana. Like I'm
Yeah, it's
obsessed. I want
amazing.
them to date in real life. She
No,
has
of course.
She has a lovely husband and a kid. I go break up with him.
Break up. Hannibal's right there.
He's so hot.
I
to
mean,
me.
I've never
So
seen a
hot.
healthy relationship in the world, but I've seen one on TV and it's theirs.
Totally.
That's
Yeah.
a healthy relationship.
Yeah,
They
well,
have extreme
Alana's
boundaries.
Alana's not great at it, but Lincoln's 100% amazing.
He has extreme boundaries.
He's healthy, I guess, but it does take two famously to tango.
Not with me.
Okay.
It takes one to tango, and I just kind of stand on the sidelines. That's what I say.
I love
well,
it.
someone leads always.
Okay, dreams.
Yeah.
That's a huge part
We
of your
moved on
story.
from Love is cool so
No,
quick.
the way I'm just hopping, bopping around.
Wait, what else about Love is Cool? Is there anything else? I'm obsessed with one
Oh.
of the notes is Love is Cool, and then it's 3 Love is Cool, and then it says A, B, and C as subheaders, and it says C macaroons.
True millennial motif, a mission of love. So they're tripping on shrooms. They're really feeling the power of love.
Well, because
And
Wanda
then-
Sykes has a French wife, and even though she hates the dessert, she's willing to get 1,000 macaroons for her. If there's not more of a more symbol of love in life, then I don't know what there is.
Also, macaroons as a whole is very of that time.
Of course.
We were obsessed. We were posting it on Insta with a weird like filter that wasn't Paris at the time. It
I
was
know.
another. What was it?
Valencia.
Yeah. No, that's recent.
Calvin.
It was something
Are you
else.
talking about Visco and C3?
Oh, I loved that.
Yeah, of
I
course.
was such a Visco girly.
I miss when Afterlight was free.
I do too. The light bleeds. I'm obsessed.
Oh my god.
I used to put a light bleed over my face, and everyone would be like, "Owen, no, it's not supposed to go over the face." But I just liked how I like the outfit, so I put a light bleed over my face.
Right.
You're allowed to do that.
I've
It's
posted
your
so
art.
many
Thank
Instagram
you.
photos where I just cut my head off because I'm like, it's about the outfit and the lower half
You
of my
do?
hair. Yeah.
It does cut off engagement as well when you do that.
Yeah. So.
But you have to
You
be
know,
okay with that.
Instagram loves eyes. I'm not kidding.
No, and by the way, like if there's one thing I've learned, it's that I'm really bad at posting on Instagram because sometimes I post something in earnest, like at a peak time, and it gets 40 likes, and I have to be like, what's going
That would be
on?
devastating.
I'm obsessed with posting on Instagram during a peak time when all my friends are posting and they're getting hundreds of thousands of likes, and I'm getting max maybe 1,000, and my friends are
You're
like,
like
"This is
4
the
digits, we did it.
literally," and they're like, "This is the best time to post. You always have to post at this time." And I'm like, I think I did something wrong.
Yeah.
I think my followers are ultimately in a different place.
Yeah,
They're in a different
London.
time zone.
Unfortunately, that's who you're calling to.
Totally.
Yeah. God forbid.
I
you build-
always call to London, God forbid.
You're building your fan base one by one.
Of course.
And that's admirable.
Yeah, exactly. European by European.
I love it.
You're
Wait,
cold calling in London at night.
Always.
Yes.
do you
God.
feel like you're millennial or Gen Z?
That's such a good question.
That is.
By the way, that's real journalism. That's what Michael Strahan asked me this morning.
Yeah, I bet.
Similar.
Because
I don't
here's the
feel
thing,
like a
like,
millennial, but I also don't feel like Gen Z.
was
Cosper?
macaroons a part of your story?
No.
Like, no.
No, but my friends were posting it. You know what's interesting? I'm bird's eye viewing millennial. I was in that room with them while they were posting, but I was always like, that's a little weird. I was always like, that's cringe. But I was bird's eye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I was with millennials. I was raised in a troop of millennial, but I was like the young
what?
baby. The troop.
No, just because you say it louder doesn't mean it explains what that means.
I'm talking about my improv troupe in college.
Oh, a troop. Okay.
Sorry.
You were raised by the troop of millennials.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I feel like I was raised by millennial. I feel like Broad City, very millennial.
Right.
But honestly, looking back, has some Gen Z
Oh, absolutely.
tendencies.
Absolutely.
And it, inherently, actually, it feels very Gen Z.
I think the big problem is we think Gen Z and millennial is so different.
It might not be.
It's really they're not so different.
Wake up.
God forbid.
Wake up. We're finally awake on this podcast. Now we're talking. Just wanted to go deep about this. I don't feel like a millennial, but I feel like people who are like, I feel more like Gen Z. That's inherently millennial to say.
You're
A millennial
Cusper.
being
Just go
like,
with
I
that.
feel Gen Z. I want to
it's
die.
like, yeah, you should have a job that pays better. Like, I get it.
Totally.
Like, they're always saying it because they're like, well, I don't have a 401k yet. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's bad out there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Do you have a 401k?
Yeah, but I haven't added to it since I was 22 and added like $12 to it. So
I don't even. I don't have a 401k. I don't even know what that is.
You're creative.
you're creative.
So maybe I'm that exact person you just.
Hey.
Hey now.
Hey.
Be nice to me.
Well, I think-
Dreams. Wait.
Dreams.
Sorry.
No. We can talk about dreams.
We have to talk about
Have,
dreams.
have you ever shown this porn wall?
No, because we get
no, because
demonetized.
demonetized.
But I have on Instagram and it's been fine. But who cares?
It's a great wall.
Thank you so much.
We call this the girls' room,
I love it.
and people
I would
think we're
make
talking
like
about this.
OnlyFans on that. To that.
I've
Well,
been trying to get my roommate into OnlyFans. 'Cause it's not gonna work for me, but I think it could work for her.
no, because
Is she hot?
She has a body.
She's a real body.
What kind of? What do you mean real?
Well, she's one of those like direct to camera TikToker, so no one knows that she's just like so voluptuous. She's hourglass.
But
So-
then she'll post a photo on Instagram, and like 1,000 of her followers will be like, "I didn't know you were carrying all that."
Yeah.
Just carrying a lot.
It's so cool to like be brains forward and then also be gorgeous.
100%. It's so rare
It's
nowadays.
so rare.
Really
It's
rare.
so
so
rare to
rare.
find someone so hot and so smart.
She's not monetizing her
You
body.
both are hot and smart.
And
Thank
we have that in
you.
common on this couch.
You honestly no.
That's
You
all we
guys have that
have.
in common. This is why you started the pod.
Wait,
You're both hot and smart.
You're being charming towards us.
Okay.
This is what you did to Michael. I don't understand why you won him over.
Well, of course, Michael and I are close.
who
he's
else is
texting
on
me.
there?
Was just Michael today. Michael Strahan.
It was just they let him do it by himself. I guess he must have the charisma.
He has the charisma.
He has the charisma.
He has a lot.
Does Owen Thiele have a website?
No. Why?
Our intern wanted to know.
Abolitious.com.
Oh, abolitious.com. Owen Thiele doesn't have a website. To be honest, if you look up OwenThiele.com, it says, I always say to be honest. I'm really honest on this
Good.
podcast.
No,
Thank God.
finally.
It says like coming soon, and it said that since I was 16.
That's so cool, though.
That
Actually,
is
let's make sure that's
so
still a thing.
smart.
I
Because
just
it
wanted
leaves
it.
people be like, oh, he
What's
knows what
coming
he's
soon?
up to.
Your boyfriend should update that for the 10-year. That's what the gift should be.
Oh my god, it's just a picture of me naked. Okay, Safari can't find it.
Okay.
Well, you gotta
Looks
for
like
the Wix
it.
account,
Looks
girl.
like it.
You
something
gotta
bad
update your
happened.
Wix code.
Of course.
I
course.
love Wix. Shout out.
What is Wix?
It's wow, you're really a creative who's unplugged.
What's Wix?
Okay, so it's like how you build websites for someone who doesn't know how to code.
You're gonna know about Squarespace.
Oh, I thought it was Squarespace.
It's like Squarespace.
Yes, it's Squarespace, but it's more creative.
Oh, I can't use
I
it
guess
then.
it's like for accountants use Squarespace and then graphic designers use Wix.
Were you guys good at drawing as
No.
kids?
Oh, that's a big question. Wait, that's what we ask you. Sorry. one of our segments.
chronically
I knew
bad
it.
at it in a way that like feels harmful. Like when I'm at like an art night, like the girls are doing like an art party, like I get down on myself because I'm like, I can't even fucking do this.
So Abby.
It's except she's good at art.
She is good at art.
I know. Oh,
I'm obsessed with I'm obsessed with like painting right now. I'm in my painting era.
Are you good at it?
No, I
Oh.
splash it. I'm Jackson Pollock.
But how do you feel good after?
You don't. You feel horrible,
Okay.
but guess what? It's what life is. Wake up.
whoa.
I'm learning so much this morning.
Thank you.
That's
You
what
have
life
to ultimately
is.
feel really bad about your art, but you have to hang it and look at it, stare at it, take it in, and then ultimately
Burn
find
it.
self-love.
Wait, we're putting that on like a graphic with like yellow text. It's gonna be the most shared story in America.
Of course.
That's really good.
I always have those every podcast.
Yeah, of course.
the most shared story in America. I keep upping myself every podcast I do. I'm like, oh my god, there's another shared story, another shared story.
Exhausted.
Can't keep doing. I'm
You're too
carrying this
much.
fucking
You're a
podcast
content
on my
machine.
back. Can't do it anymore.
It does feel that way.
No, it does. Okay, is there anything left from the episode we should discuss?
Wait,
There's too much.
so much.
I
Can
know,
I-
that
can I
was
tell
kind
you
of a leading question.
Wait. First of all, the threesome, the guy in the threesome, so hot.
Well, I thought it was crazy that Alana's first reaction to seeing him was like, he looks smart. And I just think it's like, well, we have to be careful what we say when we're talking about Asian men.
Did she say that?
Yeah. There's a lot of things in this episode where it's like, at the moment, we're deemed progressive, but then kind of in our Gen Z reflection on it.
The racism towards white people comment?
Yeah, to raise them towards white people. And then she said that pickles are the trans people of vegetables, which I understand slightly, but then pickles aren't vegetables.
You know what? I stand by that one. Alana, you got me, girl, on that. Alana was so, and she still is, and Abby, they are so good at defining our generation without calling it out.
Right. They are.
They did that so well in this episode, I think, actually. Like,
Every sentence is so specific to this generation.
Totally.
And it's also a joke somehow, but they're saying it so like
nonchalantly. It's amazing.
it's TV is so good.
What happened?
I don't know.
You
What-
had 2 shows come out this month.
What happened to TV? Where did it go? Watch adults on FX and Hulu. Stream it. I was gonna say something really important about the episode and it just completely left my mind. Wait, let me just think. Let me brain blast. Remember that? That was animation.
Oh
Jimmy
my
Neutron.
Jimmy John. Oh, who's the woman who played the threesome?
Right. So she is in.
She's famous.
Yeah, she's in
God.
Orange
She's
is the
so
New Black,
famous.
which is very interesting because 2 seasons earlier you had the character plays like Susie, the blonde woman from Orange is the New Black, and in Girls they're constantly casting members from Orange is the New Black.
Whoa.
It's one of the
So there's
greatest.
Orange is the New Black crossover.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's Girls X Orange is the New Black,
Black.
X Broad City.
Wait,
It's a
literally,
collab.
but isn't somebody who made Orange is the New Black like it's the same casting
It's the
director?
same casting director as Girls.
Who?
Jennifer Houston?
Houston.
Houston.
Eugen.
Houston?
Houston.
When
Houston.
a last
Houston.
name starts with E,
Can I be
what do we
honest?
do?
I
Yeah.
know her really well and I love her and she's a genius and she casted a pilot that I was on.
Oh my god.
The pilot never went anywhere.
Hey, that's
Hey.
not what a pilot's about.
It died in the water as pilots should.
You have such a gorgeous origin story, like building every day. Every time a pilot you're cast in does not get picked up, you get another chapter of your memoir.
Exactly.
That's true.
Exactly.
We hope
and
that they
the
fail
memoir is
for
just
you.
called Pilots.
You're the Lauren Graham of our generation. Just wait.
Some say.
Just wait.
Some say. That's what I was called in a review recently. Graham of this generation. I really like this episode. Do you guys? What's your favorite Broad City episode?
Oh,
I start to cry.
I actually could.
there's so many good ones.
You know which episode I love?
What's your fave?
Is them walking through the city, like the
Oh,
Right.
top to bottom, season 5, episode 1.
so good,
It's amazing.
so good.
Literally.
The first season's unbelievable. The
I
second
mean,
season's unbelievable.
The thing about Broad City is I kept being like, this is where it falls off. And then it's like, oh, this is the best episode of television
It
I've
never
ever seen.
does. I know.
No.
Me hating animation, watching this, being like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm making an animated television show. I'm obsessed.
You call
As
Alana,
long-
you're like, wait, we're switching it.
100%. I go, okay, fuck it. You're in this. Guess why? It's animated. Wait, I wrote down something they said that was so funny. Let's
Okay,
see.
yeah, wait. I made a note too.
It's a script.
So I wrote a script. Yeah, I take out the script. I go, okay, Alana sent it to me. Oh my god, I love when she's talking to the guy, the French man at the macaroon store, and he says something to her in French, and she's like, I don't know that. I only took French for 7 years.
Yeah.
I was
'cause
like, so me.
Dying.
that is the way.
So me. I took French my whole entire high school career. My is
Hey,
that a career?
it
Is
was
a
a
That's a
career.
career. The way you did it. Come on, girl.
Thank you.
You were
Straight
booked.
B's. Career. I took French my entire career.
Your career.
And I still don't know one word.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I know
same.
bonjour, obviously, and croissant.
Pardon.
I took German
What is
and
that?
all I remember
Pardon,
is 9.
I don't know what that means though.
Well, it means ready to eat.
Did
Oh,
you take
Pret.
French?
I didn't take Pratt. I said it wrong. I only know, of course, because of the famous fast casual restaurant.
Pret a manger?
Pret a
manger.
I have
It's
to
actually
go.
prêt à manger.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm my friends all are like, are we going to Pret? And I was hearing prep, like the drug.
drug.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
Look who's
let's get
calling me,
on
Jared
Pret.
Elner.
Oh, I love him and his girlfriend.
I'm gonna tell them you
so
said that.
Those
Funny.
two.
Oh, those two. When are they gonna marry?
No,
when are
come
they gonna
on.
wed?
Can you ordain them? That'd be fun.
Oh my god, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
I bet if you posted an Instagram non-peak time of you ordaining them, it gets so many digits of likes.
Well, again, it would be the #1 viewed thing in the world. I can't keep carrying that. Oh my god, I can't. I'm done.
Okay, last thing from the episode. My favorite thing was the end when Abby was like, I can't believe I killed her cat. And then Alana's like, it's not your fault. And Abby is like, isn't it? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
My favorite thing is I think that was full improv.
Totally.
I think that was full improv. I think it was supposed to be like a sweet moment, which it is a
Yeah.
sweet moment. But I think
Yeah.
my theory about the episode was supposed to be them being like, well, at least we have each other. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But instead they were like, wait, you killed a cat? They're like, we have to rewrite this a little. That's my theory.
Yeah, she really did kill that cat.
Alana texts me and goes, hey, so I'll send you the script, you bitch. It's in the script. She gets so mad at me.
She sends a final draft pick. Fuck you, Owen. Okay,
I love that they do that though. I'm so sorry. We're going to break. Go.
Yeah.
No.
Do you want to do it?
No, I just love that that you can feel the improv
Well, love
of
is
the
cool.
show.
Love is so cool.
Because you have a
Love it.
UCB background.
Well, because I'm, I studied at Groundlings. I
Oh my
love
God.
to know
You
that people
transfer
study
from
improv.
NYU Tisch to Growlings.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Of course.
You and
yeah.
Melissa McCarthy both.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, I
I
was
just
in her
have-
class.
I just have one question about this episode. It's like,
Oh.
when did they stop acting and when did the animation begin? Because it feels so seamless and they ebb and flow in between. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like they're on the subway, but then it's completely animated. And it's like, well, were they just in a sound booth at the time, or were they filming them in a subway and then animated
Wait.
around it?
You're saying physically was
Yeah,
when
right.
did it? Can I be honest? I think they actually did the full episode.
Right, and then they animated
guys,
on top of it.
no.
That's what it feels like.
A huge part of this episode is that they got to save on budget by
But
not.
did they? Because then they had to pay an animator.
Yeah, but
which
it's
is
Mike.
so
It's their
expensive.
friend Mike.
It's Mike.
Come on.
He's always worked for the same
And
hourly.
and that's how it works. That's how it works.
They
with,
hired him for
with
15
studios.
an
They go,
hour.
but it's Mike. Comedy Central. It doesn't matter. It's Mike. Comedy Central's like, we still have to pay him.
No.
He's
I
an
love that.
intern.
Come on. He's an unpaid intern
For
still.
for my next animated project, I'm just gonna be like, I'll just call Mike.
He's accepting
Cool,
the
I'm
Emmy. He's
calling
like,
Mike.
I didn't make $1 from this.
yeah.
It's never about the money, though.
It's not about the money
No.
with
No,
Mike.
not for Mike.
Not for Mike.
I think they were in a sound booth because they loved talking about how they were like doing ADR all the time.
Oh, they were doing ADR.
Really?
My only other
Yeah.
question for that
I made that up, but
is
yeah.
they end up in a tunnel. When they're in an animated sequence, they're walking through a tunnel. But the only tunnels in New York City are like the subway tunnels. So were they walking through or the Holland tunnel?
I think it was a tunnel of their mind.
Oh, they didn't pick up.
But
You-
maybe it was the train. It was probably the train.
Well, no, yeah, right. But they were like traversing through a tunnel and they were like interacting with all these like scary figures. And they say the tunnel is like a metaphor for the trip itself. But it feels like they're like in the middle of Gowanus and then they are walking through a random tunnel, which isn't a categorical thing unless you're talking about the tunnel from Tiny Furniture.
Ooh.
I'm feeling really scared right now.
Huh. Something to think about.
Literally.
You're scared because of Alana and Abby's brain? How smart they are?
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah, they go deep.
let's cut to our second break. And when we get back, we're going to find out your Broad City, moment. This is just like a story that feels so like it was a plot line on Broad City. Or in your case, FX Adults.
Yeah, I do
Whoa.
FX Adults.
Yeah, we'll do a little plug. We'll say, what is your FX Adults moment?
Oh my God.
Oh
let's
my
do it.
God, they're going to
Let's do
love
it.
that.
They're going to eat that up.
Haley, this is for you, girl.
They're going to absolutely eat that up to the people who haven't watched it. Hey guys, it's out now.
And
We're
we're back
back.
from the break.
Oh my
Owen
God.
Thiele,
Hi, baby.
what is your FX Adults moment? Seamless.
Obsessed.
easy.
That was sick. Also a little harmony again. I'm
Thank
hearing
you.
this. I'm thinking a band. Tambourines.
Yes.
Triangles.
We're both tambourines.
Yeah. Both of you are tambourines. That's weird. What's my FX Adults moment? That's kind of a Broad City moment.
That's
Yeah,
kind of a
yeah,
Broad
yeah.
City moment.
Well, we're both in the city. Except the city, FX Adults,
No,
No,
tell
that's
us the
okay.
difference. Tell us the
Yeah.
difference for the folks at home.
but between them?
yeah.
I would say that that's actually very interesting. I would say Broad City uses the city as a character in such a beautiful way, and it makes you want to move to the city, and also makes you want to
Yeah,
have
yeah,
a friend in the city. But it's also like you're navigating through this scary city as a young adult, whereas our show, I feel like you never see the city, and it's more so in this house, and the house is the character.
It's the
the
seventh
the house
character.
is the seventh character in Adults.
100%. Sixth.
Such a cool house for 20-somethings to get to live in.
Thank you.
Shout out to that one guy's parents.
Samir's, thank you.
Yeah.
It's actually was very small, the house.
Really?
Does it look big?
It looks like it would be hard to get the full crew in there.
So it looks small.
A little.
It looks big for a house, small for a set of a house.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was small.
And it was in Queens.
It was in Queens. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in Queens. Wait. Okay. What's my FX Adults moment? Let me think. Oh, I have one.
Go there.
But it's kind of a crazy. It's not really. It's not really adults.
That's okay.
Actually, maybe it is kind of adults.
You're like, it's crazy and it's not adult.
It's crazy and it could not be adults. No. It is kind of adults, and it's actually a mix. Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
Mixed dish.
So,
okay,
well, it's
get in
mixed
there.
dish. Hey, Kenya, this is kind of for you. So, by the way, I love Kenya. I just want to put that out there.
Of
He's a
course.
genius and brilliant,
Very
and I would love to be
incredible.
cast in his next project.
He'll cast you for sure.
Thank you. He won't. Okay, so I
Tell Jennifer to cast you.
totally Jennifer. Girls reboot Jennifer.
Come on.
Okay, wait. Okay, so I one night, really late at night, wanted to write down my thoughts. Actually, guess who told me to do that? Alana Glazer.
Oh my
She said,
God.
when you have a funny thought, whatever it is, write it down. It can be on your phone, but it's actually good to like pen to paper it because then
Yeah,
more
yeah.
things will come and whatever. So I'm like, okay, great. So I went to go get a journal at it wasn't a CVS. This was in LA. It wasn't a CVS. It wasn't a Walgreens. I want to say it was like Gelson's, which is weird. Like it was somewhere that I shouldn't get a journal.
Thank
The
God we're all
Silver
doing like
Lake
regional
Gelson's?
chains this episode.
There's a Gelson's in Los Feliz. I'm so sorry, WeHo.
Of
Oh.
course.
It was a Gelson's in WeHo. Anyways, I'm there and I'm walking through the aisles trying to find a journal. Okay. And I say to the man, like, who is dressed in what I think to be a uniform? And I say to him, hi, are there journals here? This is late at night. This is 10 p.m. Are there journals here? He takes me down this egg aisle.
Oh.
And I go, why am I in the egg aisle? He's like, what you're looking for? And I'm like, a journal? And he's like, and then suddenly he points at these men who are cruising. So they're all cruising in the Gelsons. And this is true. And then they go upstairs and they have sex in their cars.
That's why the egg prices went up.
Yeah, so it's kind of inflation. That's why inflation happens, love. Yeah, it's tariffs. So this is true. So I was talking to him. I was like, what is cruising? I've been in a relationship for so long, I didn't really know what it was. He told me what cruising was. And then I was like, oh, is he cruising me? He was like this hot black older man. And I was like, this is sexy. So we sat down together outside on 2 chairs, sitting down, kind of catching up about our lives. And I was like, wait, this isn't cruising, because cruising is just like you nod and you have sex, or you like give a hand job or whatever.
That's what I heard.
But this was like emotional. And so we started talking. And I was like, oh my God. And then I had a journal, by the way, I forgot to tell this part. I did buy a journal. So
You bought a journal in the egg section and was emotionally cruising
not
with
in the
this
egg
man?
section. I bought a journal near the magazines.
Oh, got it.
Anyways, I'm now talking to this man. He's looking at other men walking upstairs to the upstairs parking lot to have sex. And he's like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to cruise. And I'm like, oh my God, this is literally like an episode of TV. Like, we're in love. We're falling in love. I'm like writing down little things he's saying. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then he's like, he turns to me, so LA, and he goes, you can't use any of that stuff. And I go, well, what? I won't, but why? And he's like, I'm a writer, so
No.
I want to use it.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
What?
So I haven't seen it in anything, but he's a writer, and he might
that
be
was
making a story.
season 6 of Modern Family.
He literally. Isn't that insane?
That's
And then I went
I
home
can't
and I have him on
believe-
Snapchat.
not
I have him on Snapchat.
But don't screenshot.
I have him on Snapchat. Let's see what his username is.
I can't
You're gonna have to
believe
bleep
he
this,
said
but-
you can't use that.
He said you can't use
I
that.
need to.
He said you're not using that. Let's see his username here. Okay, we're getting really far back. What's his username? How do you like go to friends you have?
No, we're not Snapchat girls.
You're not?
No.
Not really either. Okay, doesn't matter. Anyways, that was him. What do you guys feel about that?
I really think
Scared.
there should be a TV show about this, but I don't want him to write it.
I want to write
I
it.
want to see it from
But
your
isn't that
Right.
kind
perspective.
of Broad City-ish to like meet someone and like have a journey with them through the egg aisle and then walk out and be like,
No, it's Abby's whole thing of like falling in love, meeting her match, and then it's like, oh, they are a killer.
totally.
Well, it feels like it's actually more adults than it is Broad City. Because Broad City's never about like someone like saving intellectual property. It's always
Wait, you're so right.
like, but adults, it does feel that way.
Isn't there a killer? Yes.
Yes.
Your friend.
Yes, my friend.
I hope he's okay. I hope he's
Ray
okay.
Nicholson. Is that who you're talking about?
It must be.
Ray Nicholson, who's also in everything.
Yeah,
Is he?
really
You
is.
two together?
No, I'm not in everything. He's actually in everything.
Oh, he actually is living
For
your
queer
dream.
people, you're in everything.
It's so scary.
Well, there's only like 4 things,
Totally. There's 4 things, and
but you're in all of them.
I'm in one of them, 2 of them, 3 of them.
3 of them.
It is like, is anyone beating you? No.
Physically beating me or beating me in the game of
Beating
this?
you in the game of being
I
in the
thought you were
most.
literally just diving into assault. You were like, and is
So-
anyone beating you at home?
Is assault
no.
an issue in your world?
Well, that's how you get 10 years.
That's how you get to 10
That's how you get to
years.
10 years.
Well, that's a
No,
10-year.
No. Okay, we have one more segment left. Are you ready?
Yes.
Girl, get your Glock. It's rapid fire time.
time.
We're going to ask you a series of rapid fire questions. Don't think twice. Are you ready?
Go.
Are you a schoolgirl or are you getting schooled, girl?
I'm a schoolgirl.
How are you?
So mentally not here.
Reduce, reuse, recycle, or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Would you rather go down on Michael Bublé or Janet Jackson?
Janet Jackson, but I love Michael Bublé during the holidays. Oh my God, he sings this one line in Jolly Jolly Christmas, where he's like, no, Santa's coming to town, where he goes, and the big fat man with the long white beard. And I'm like, totally.
That's one of those
Wait,
poop
are you a
commercials.
singer?
No, but was that
That was
delicious?
really good.
Thank you.
You're doing pop soul.
Well, of course.
Are you the
Meets
voice?
R&B.
Are you the voice of your generation or a voice of a generation?
I'm definitely a voice of some
No,
generation.
You're V of G.
Sorry, I'm the V of the G.
You're the V of the G. Are you pussy popping a person or buying a?
Pussy pooping.
I can't say that.
If that's what the episode said.
Fine. Are you pussy pooping a person or buying a bra for your butt?
Buying a bra for my butt. BBL. Kim K. Love it.
Are the eyes the window to the soul or is the butt the window to galaxies?
Oh.
Say that again.
Are the eyes the window to the soul or is the butt the window to galaxies?
That second one, butts, the window to
Galaxies
galaxies.
is like the most millennial word.
Me as such a bottom being like, butts.
Is love the cure?
Totally. Everyone says that.
Is every moment the beginning of something else or is every new beginning some other beginning's end?
Every moment's the beginning to something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no end. End, the word end, scary. Don't use it.
I won't. I promise.
You do all the time. Mushroom Alana or Japan Shoshana? Oh my god, it rhymes.
Wait.
That's gorge.
Mushroom Alana. Sorry. I know you guys love Japan Shoshana.
100 macaroons or 1,000 pink balloons?
Wait, 100 macaroons? I don't like macaroons.
Okay, balloons.
Okay, go off balloons.
Are you bringing your vibrator or forgetting your phone?
Both.
And last,
I'm both. I have my vibrator and I go, shit. Thought I brought my phone. Do you know what I mean?
no, I'm always in that
Absolutely.
situation. It's sticky.
Of course.
Well, it's classic. It's key phone's wallet vibrator. And a little
PKWV.
Yes.
Okay,
V
and
of your G.
lastly, are macaroons millennial or French?
Millennially French. They're French. They're millennial for Americans. They're Gen Z for French.
Wait, that's
Yes.
literally how I would describe adults.
Wait, totally.
Yeah.
Millennial for Americans, but kind of Gen Z for French.
Absolutely.
The French people are going to be like, this is so Gen Z.
It's
Wait, I just did a
Toronto.
complete UK accent.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's all the time on the phone
It's all the time on the phone.
with his friends in the UK.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, come on.
Some may say.
I love
Well,
it.
thank you so much. Oh.
You guys, did we kill that?
Yeah, did you
killed.
have fun? We're kind of
I
being
had-
random because we usually record in the afternoon. But
But
we're doing Good Morning America hours today.
well, I was up at 4. What
were
time
up
were
at
you up?
4?
7:30.
Cut anything that sounds like I was up at 4.
Okay.
Do you know what I
This
mean?
pod's not coming out, girl.
Yeah, so cut anything.
It was an honor and joy to meet
No,
you.
It was such an
Literally.
honor.
We've
Thanks for
said
working.
this behind your back. We'll say it in front of your back. You have such a bright future. And can you do you want to say anything about the show or it's fine?
About Broad City?
No, adults.
Oh, about adults. Watch it if you want, and if you don't want, just keep it on. And make sure to just keep it on. What's it called? What's it called when you like leave a
Autoplay?
room? Autoplay. Just keep it on autoplay, because I'm just trying to make money.
Yes.
No, but I really do love it. I think
It's
it's
a
really
very good show.
Thank you. I think it's really. I think it's not trying to be anything that it's not, which I feel good about.
Love it. Okay, we'll be back
Thank
next
you
week
for
with
having
another
me.
episode.
Thank
you for being on.
Bye,
Thank you for
Owen.
having me. I
Bye.
cry. I start crying.